Hello everyone and welcome to the International Racing League. I'm your host, and today we will start off our season. The 2022 season has 27 rounds, and we start off here in Northern California here at the Auto Club Raceway. So this is the opening race of the season. The only thing that has changed are the drivers, and of course the team's lineups. As most of us know, Rich Roy bought out the team that he used to run last year for Eastern for Hardigan Racing. It is now Roy Inc. And that's really the only major change minus the drivers. We'll go through them today as we look through our starting grid. In fact, let's take a look at that now. On the pole, for the first time in his career, is car number 55 of Christopher Regazzoni. He's driving the second Ferrari. On his outside, Nate Ormond. Always good at these fast 50-ways. Then it's the inner driver, Jake Bennett, followed by Ferrari's third driver, Lara Myers. Myers is part of the Ferrari Young Driver Academy. Then it's the Audi of Matthew Evans, and then the three-time champion, Borgrid Daniel. A Smithley looking to actually have a good season for once with a decently competent team, that being Rolank. The reigning champion's behind her, and that's Brady Thorne. Then it's a Team Rocket driver of Jesse Knotts. Knotts not a rookie, but the team is new. Marco on her outside. Then it's the other Team Rocket car of Cathar Inge Eriksson, a rookie this year. Lou Grainer, amazing qualifying effort in the Akane car, and then followed by the other Audi. Rich Roy with his own team, and then Casey James, he's a part-time driver racing for the GT team. He almost won the championship in 2011, and he won the American Racing League Championship in 2010. Then Viola Aling, the Greek driver, and her teammate. Then Dan Conley, the Vietnamese driver, he's running for the Independence Trophy. David Bison for the THH boys. That's a great qualifying effort by him. Ryan Richards, a rookie, he's a GT driver. John Newgood, another Independence Trophy, followed by one of the two Toyota Racing Development rookies, Wesley Jewell. Ryan Ravers back with the Team Star USA. Dolores Madrigal, another Independence Trophy. She is driving for Disney Motorsports. They're back after a hiatus. Nice to see them back on the grid. Then Allison Holiday driving for Mid-Atlantic Motorsports. Then Edmund Berlin in the Frank Walker car. It's a shame that they're going backwards again. That's the other Toy Racing Development of Victoria Andonov. Then Caitlin Tannehill in the Mid-Atlantic. Kyle West, rookie for Akane, getting massively outqualified by his teammate Grainer. Then Pierre Lamont is in the other Renault. Not a good qualifying effort. He got off the wall, hit the wall in turn 4. A lot of cars are carrying way too much speed entering that turn and end up scraping the wall. I expect it to happen a lot today. Then it's Jarrett Jackson in the his teammate to the 25 car. Then it's Butler, Jackson, Souza, Ackerman. We expect them back here. Lightning McQueen, he is the 7-time IRL champion. We did not expect him to be back here. And Riley White, we kind of expect her to be back here. She won last year's Indy 500 and won it back-to-back. So it's a little shame to see White back here, but I'm sure she'll make her way up through the grid. Here, as we get ready to take the green flag, Christopher Regazzoni leads the entire field. Turn 4. This is where a lot of cars are driving way too hard to exit the corner and they scrape the wall. Again, I expect that to happen a lot. But only time will tell. As we take the green flag here at Auto Club to start the 2022 season of the International Racing League. Great start by Regazzoni. A Smithley pulling out in the back. Entering turn 1. Looks all to be fine. And it is. Regazzoni pulling out to a healthy lead already. Through wide in the back, that's something we expected. You can go 5 wide here. And no problem. Coming to take the green flag, Victoria Andonov had a flat tire and it began ripping up the fender and suspension. She would have to pit and lose several laps. Kyle West passed her when she had that problem. And race control decided that was an illegal restart. I disagree with that call, but it's kind of hard to get past the officials. Orman is coming after Regazzoni for the race lead. Not surprising to see Inge Eriksson's in the wall in the background. Like we said, drivers are carrying way too much speed exiting turn 4, and they find the wall. Orman to the lead, Smithley followed. That's James Cathar in the 15 for Team Rocket. This is what we're going to be expecting. We're going to see a lot of shifting, a lot of lead changes, a lot of everything. And of course, a lot of side-by-side action racing. Here's Jake Bennett going 4 wide for the race lead. aiming for the race lead for a second. Now he's going for the race lead. That's Brandy Thorne, who's now leading. D. Thorne's the reigning champion. Driving for the same team. She won the championship with Ferrari. Orman's in the wall in the background. Earth-looking thing. They did a horrible job with that number placement. Bennett to the lead. Lara Meyer, she is the third Ferrari driver. She's part of the Ferrari Driver Academy, but she hit the wall when we missed it, and she has to pit for a flat tire. Who wasn't in front of her at the time was a Jessie Knott, and she's making a run for the lead. That's Pierre Lamont, who started all the way back in the lower half of the field, something like 35th, and he's made his way up to second, and we're around like lap 5. Good start for the 59 car, obviously, and Knox is going for the lead on Jake Bennett. So, Knox proving that she has the equipment underneath her to, race for the lead. Team Rocket has been running very interesting designs, with their engine and with the car itself. Kyle West is having a mechanical problem. He will pull that car in and retire it. That's a horrible start to his day for him in his rookie season. Orman had a flat tire after smashing the wall. Has to pit for that. Viola Ling, the 11 car, she won the championship twice a few years ago. Hasn't really had the success since. They're looking to recapture her glory, and that's not how you want to do that. The wall isn't exactly going to help you there, Viola. Just figured to help you. The Team Rocket drivers are having a fight for the lead. Behind them is Bulger Daniel, looking for a not really any chance to take the lead, and they're going 4 wide. I saw Newgood on the ape in the background. Smithley's in the wall, and so is Evans. Speaking of Evans, here's Matthew Evans in the Audi. That's a decent looking car. It could be better. Running around the midfield. Keeping the segment clean below. He's going to throw a late block contact, and they're in the wall. And that's Ace Smithley in the 14 car as well. Who has a lot of damage. Edmund Berlin's that blue, white, and black car that drove by. He also got a piece of it. So, first caution lap 8, we're on board with Ace Smithley. This is going to take her out of it, and she'll be the only driver to go out of this race. It's a shame, really, and that's... No, she didn't really know where to go. I'm not sure if Evans was trying to enter the pits or throw a late block on McQueen, but it's unfortunate as Dan Connolly's not paying attention and runs into a Ling. She needs more stuff to go wrong for tonight. Bulger Daniel won the pit road battle. Behind her is Cathart, the Newgood in the Herald Motorsports 25 car. I think we forgot to mention his team. They're an independent trophy team. They won a few championships with Jarrett Jackson in the early 2010s. They're using last year's Roy Inc. cars. That's really all I say about them as they take the green flag. 99, 28, and 24, are a few laps down. That's on the inside line. Lamont is trying to go beneath his teammate to take the lead. No, first I was taking second. Now he actually might be going for the lead. Lamont, good run down the back straightaway. Cathart moves below 75 to get past him as well, and the 59, who's starting in 35th, is now leading. As Bulger Daniels, I think, almost drove, and she did hit the wall. So did Andonov, it looks like, in front of her. Andonov, the 99 car, a few laps down. Here is John Newgood, as we said, great run for him. Part-time car, we're using a year-old Chevys as, that's Everett Manessa pitting, and so is Chris Regazzoni. Some more problems for the Ferraris and hang the walls. Here's Pierre Lamont, who started all the way back in who knows where. Getting into the wall. This seems to be a recurring theme, isn't it? But I'm pretty sure we're not done seeing cars do that. The Lamont, I think, is could have a better run. He's high again. He's over the place. But these Renaults, these Renaults have a very interesting front nose. The grill is very low to the ground. He's pitting, so I wonder if that hit the wall, that scraped the wall, did some damage. Jarrett Jackson, again, that's the last year's Roy cars. They're running pretty well for being last year. In fact, oh, actually, never mind. The 29 car's leading. But to say, I think Roy's in midfield. No, he's up front leaning thing. He must have missed the taking lead. He's falling back now. And oh, contact! We're 5 wide. That's Engie Eriksson, the 33 car, then Marco. Meyer slapped down Catherine and Daniel. No, Engie's in the wall, so that solves that problem. You can go 5 wide here. It's not recommended, as John Newgood bails into the grass for some reason. I think he didn't want any part of that. Or, he actually might have a problem. He's over the place in the 25 car. Okay, back on track, saved. I think he just want to get it out of there. 5 wide again. I don't think this is going to work. Norman into Daniels into Cathar, into Knots, and that's your team, and we got a pile of entering turn 3. Both Team Rocket cars, I see the 63, the 99, 98, 42, 11. Regazoni just came flying in there. There's Engie Eriksson. We got more cars up ahead. That's Tannerhill, White, and Connolly. All on the wall. Here's Caitlin Tannerhill. I can see 5 wide is not going to work. She gets by it. And where'd she get the... I wonder where Ryan Neighbor came from. And, hello. Riley Wayne and Dan Connolly must have been late additions. Here's a weapon to Ryan Weber. You can see 5 wide doesn't work as Orr moves up the track, which gets the 75 into, Butler, which then sends Butler into the infield. Weber can't really control your car on grass, and into the wall goes 35. Now here's Dan Connolly's on board, the Vietnamese driver. There's the wreck up ahead, and he's not slowing down. He's even trying to slow down. I don't know why. He's way far back. Rekazun was further back. That's okay. There's a hole, and well, the 11 kind of appears there. That doesn't excuse you for not, slowing down. Wow, Evans is a nice save. But even if there's a hole, there's not excuse you from slowing down. What is Lightning McQueen doing? What? Okay. Here's Lightning McQueen's on board. There's the caution lights are on. The spotter has to be yelling at him. There's a crash in turn 3. He slows down, and then he just turns into 55. The 05, or excuse me, the 06, the 09, and the 55 have all been asked to report to race control. And rightfully slow. There's no way. What were they thinking? I mean, there might have been oil on the track, but they also didn't sound like they slowed up. Anyway, Bulger Daniels leads them to the green flag again. She is followed by Roy and Casey James. If we have more time to talk about James, we will. But James is almost won the championship 2010 and got beaten, or 2011, and got beaten by Daniel and the Volvo. Excuse me. Roy making a run for the lead now. Picker seems to be doing the job, but that Volvo doesn't really seem to be able to keep up. Daniel's the only Volvo left in the field, considering her teammate got wrecked by on that last caution. However, I don't think a lot of drivers have their teammate left, considering the chaos hasn't fallen. Here's Lou Grainer, whose teammate went out because of unrelated issues. Grainer, a good driver, and Butler gets into him, and that's another caution. Masana's around the 19. And Evans saves it. Evans just went for a spin. We're looking at the 19 here. Looks like, yeah, Grainer moved on the racetrack to avoid. That's the 28, I believe. And, it looks like the 10 gone to the 4. That spun him around. Excuse me. Nice save by Masana. That's Dolores Madrigal on the wall for the Disney Motorsports team. We're looking at Brandy Thorne. D. Thorne, the reigning champion, with the same team. Of course, she's hoping to go back-to-back. Her title defense hasn't gone too well. She's involved in that map 20 wreck. She got a small piece of it. You can see the hood's buckled. Overall, though, if you remember last year, she didn't have a good start to the season. She struggled a little bit until around the US 500, and then she won 4 races in a row. So, no threat over there no worries over there for the Thorne, as we got cars slowing the pits, and she's not stopping into Cathart. That's not gonna look well. And my son does the same thing and hammers the 15. 19, 15, and the 13 will go out, and the Masana and the Thorne were ordered to race control. Roy leads on the pit stops, followed by Daniel Allenson Holidays doing great. She's been nowhere all race. Then James and Casper Ackerman the Dutch driver who we thought would have retired this year, but we'll get to more on that in a little bit. Green flag, Roy darts away. Wow, Holiday was sleeping on that restart. Roy darts away from. I was trying to get away from Daniel, but Daniel says, "Oh no, you don't." Goes down low, trying to get past the 29. And it seems like if you're a leader on these restarts, you're in danger of losing the lead. But you do have a whole bunch of lap cars protecting them from third place. Holiday was sleeping on the restart, and see she's getting attacked by Casey James. Roy gets passed by Daniel. Speaking of Casey James, here he is. He's making the move for second. James almost won the champion. He had to go for the lead as Daniel slid up the racetrack. James won the championship, or won the ARL in 2009 and 2010. Almost won the championship in 2011. The IRL got beat by Daniel, who fell back a bit. There he's in third, getting passed by Rickshaw. Ever since 2013, he's gone to GT racing to quite a bit of success. We understand he's not going for the lead on Roy. Roy's a bit ahead of him now, but they have Orman in between them, which is preventing Roy from going down the racetrack and allowing James to get better runs off the turn. Roy's into the wall, and that's going to give James the lead, at least at the stripe. Actually, no, Roy still has it. So Roy's Chevrolet, he's giving it all he's worth. But that's going to fall apart. He's going to lose grip on the outside. And, well, lose the lead. Honda hits the pits. We missed it while we were showing the battle of the lead, but you can see she clobbered the wall. Casper Ackerman thought he's right now running in third. He thought he was going to be retired at the end of this year. Well, then his replacement, Nick Maz, got arrested for sexual harassment. No, he's not retired anymore. He is retiring though after this year. He has said this year is his final. Roy going for the lead on James as Allison Holiday saw that car exiting the pits. Roy side by side of James. No one really thought James was going to be a problem. Problem as in contender for race 1, not, turn 5. Lou Grainer, after spinning, is right now going for third on the 75. He might be going for second on the 303. Lou Grainer won a few championships. 05 and 06. Almost won a third in a row, but that got derailed. Or, excuse me. Yeah. Anyways. I don't think that's right. Yeah, we are right. Excuse me. He almost won in 05 and 06. Almost won in 07. Finally won in 08. We know our facts over here at the WSN. We're definitely not under pressure. Grainer fighting for second now. Anyway, here's Wesley Jewell, who was involved in that last caution. He is slow. However, unlike most people, he's holding his line as Lamont almost got to the wall trying to avoid him. A little much. As you're saying earlier, Lou Grainer won the championship in 08 after almost winning it in the past 3 years. Roy got to the wall. This is allowing Casey James to catch up. This is about for the lead. Race has really calmed down since half the field decided to take each other, or not really half the field, take each other out. Five wide. Didn't really work. But we still have good battles over the racetrack. This is one of them. This is battle for the lead. Roy and James have been having at it. And Roy into the wall again. But these two have been really having half the lead. And it's been a good battle. Here's the battle for third. Jake Bennett and Tim Corning. Roy's really falling back. I wonder that him hitting the wall multiple times actually is doing something to his car. Anyway, Bennett's running for his own team. He's the only other owner driver in the full-time owner driver in the field, like Roy is, and he's into the wall, and that's going to give third to Corting. As see behind him, Mormon Dawson. Well, he's right now running in his own battle with Lara Myers. Anyway, here's Silly Souza, the Brazilian. She enters the pits on lap. Excuse me. On lap 49, lap 50, Rich Roy hits the pit lane. You can see Casey James in front of him, also pitting. He's got some sudden damage from hitting the wall. And then Jake Bennett and is the last car to pit. As Allison Holiday still on the racetrack, which is an alternate strategy. We're on board of Casey James in the 303, exiting turn 4 now. We're looking at our left-hand side to see if we can find the 5 Bennett. There's Bennett exiting the pits, which means Casey James holds his lead, and he has a bigger lead. Here is Jasper Ackerman in the third. Remember, that's a customer Ferrari. They're not really running full power either. We believe the Uricali cars might have issues with overheating. The Royal Ink boys, though, they had a horrible stop. He's behind the 3 and 88. They were the first 2 cars to pit, and they're 4th and 5th. You can see running order on the top right-hand corner. Rickshaw and Butler. Butler having a good run after murdering his qualifying attempts. Here's Allison Holiday. She's about to enter the pits right about now. Anyway, Roy is now attacking David Bison for 5th. No contact there, but Bison gets scared off the track and into the wall. You might want to get off that, but that isn't something you want to run on. Bison loses the lead, 5th, and Roy takes. He's going after Souza now. Meanwhile, John Newgood is going after Daniel for, I want to say, 7th. And we are getting confirmation on that. Yes, 7th. Excuse me, 6th. No, 7th, yeah, I was at the first time. Anyway, Newgood taking the lead, or taking 7th away from Daniel. Daniel's coming back, though. As you can see, they're past Jarrett Jackson, who's teammate to the 25. And Daniel finally holding to, able to hold it. Yeah, clears the 725, and we'll hold on to the lead, or on to 7th, whatever that is. For Roy is now going after Souza. As we're getting confirmation there, that was for 10th, not for 7th. I'm not sure how we got that confused. We are sorry for the numerous mistakes on this broadcast. Roy's passing Souza now for 4th, and then he's going to try to sit up at the top 3. Here is Matthew Evans. I'm not sure why James went that low, but Evans hits the pits on lap 63. Meanwhile, we're looking at Ryan Rickshaw, who's having a decent run out. Never mind, his engine's gone. That's another DNF today for mechanical. Second DNF for mechanical problems today. After the 80 only ran like 3 laps. Bennett got into the wall trying to get past Madrigal. Not exactly happening or helping him run down James. But Ackerman is going to try to go for a second. And he will. So, Ackerman going for second. Bennett is going to get into the slipstream with the 54. The side note, I went second. It looks slow entering turn 3. And we'll take the spot back. Yeah, this is for those Uricali cars aren't exactly the quickest. Jarrett Jackson now pits on lap 70. As the start of the next cycle. Green flag pit stops. Then Bison hits the pits on lap 71, as you saw here. Now Ackerman and Souza. Souza really copied the 54. Then it's the 29 over Troy pitting. Casey James is going to be the next group to pit. I'm not sure if Myers has already. Followed by Bennett the following lap. So Bennett trying to overcut the 303. And you can see it doesn't work. Ackerman in a horrible stop. Souza in the 4th. Roy's back down to 6th. Daniels we're right now is running back in the top 3. The 54 car had a horrible pit stop. He's running on the top 10, and that's the 59 going for him for 10th. So not a good stop by the Uricali boys, but they're going to still pick up decent points. Something that they will need throughout the season, as not all races will be as destructive as this. Rich Roy is now in 6th. Newgood 1-6. This is the new Chevrolet versus the old Chevrolet. Both very good cars. At least Newgood has shown. Jackson's having more problems than I think we've realized. They're right now catching up 5th place. David Bison. 25 clears the 29, but Roy's coming back at him. I don't think Roy would imagine he's going to have problems with the car he drove last year. But what do you know? Auto racing's a fun thing, isn't it? Side by side entering turn 3 now. Roy clears. No, not exactly. Bison's still having giving him a hard time. They're catching up to Bison. Well, I'm sorry, but that 88 car isn't as strong as the 25 and 29. Let's see, will Bison hold on, try to fight for 5th? He's holding the middle line, making it rather difficult for him to get past. Roy looks like, though, he's gonna have a good run out of turn 2. And he's still side by side of 25. 6 with the 55 gun, or 25 gun, equally good run. Roy, now he's gonna try to work on the 28. He's really trying to make it easier for himself by going lower on the track, which means they're using less going around the track quicker. He finally passes the 88. Newgood's gonna slip in behind him. They go down the back stretch. They both pass the 88 of Bison. There's a Thunderhead, Haas, Helix, Motorsport cars. That's what THA stands for. Having a good run tonight. They're not the strongest cars in the field. As Newgood makes a run, Bison's in the wall in the background. Nothing new. They're approaching Wesley Joel on the Toyota, who is off the pace, thanks to Evans accidentally running into him. And Newgood's gonna box the 29 behind the 4. And that's gonna allow him to take 5th. Nice move made by Bison. Not Bison. Anyways, Lamont is blowing up. Nice move made by Newgood, but that's anyways, Lamont's up in smoke. His day's done, and Retro is looking for more on the 25. Bison is still trailing. Then we got Dolores Magic up ahead, and Souza is running 4th. Both of these look low to get past Magic Hall. Roy is looking even lower. He's just gonna send it underneath the 25. Whatever works, works. Side by side on the next away again. No, not close enough. Roy's probably getting annoyed at the fact that he has to race the car he drove last year. And that's the car that's giving him a hard time. Not the Fords, not the new Ferraris, not the new anythings. It's this car that's giving him a hard time. Newgood has one win in his name, and that happened in 06 at the Chicago Motor Speedway, which we'll be heading to this year. After the passing of his passing of his brother Joe Newgood, he named a son after him. So we're gonna expect Joe Newgood the second. Running in the near future. 25 passing the 3. We don't know if Joe will be running in the in a third Harold Motorsport car owned by John. Roy making the pass on the 25. Again. This is great stuff. Side by side the entire way around. These two cars are probably the most these are the most equal car in the field, and that's because they're made by the same manufacturer. Only 1 year apart, and when you have a car as good as the Chevrolets were last year, you know it's not going to be the strongest, but it's going to be a decently good car this year. I don't think they expect it to be this good, though. Or they just trimmed the car out for this race and this race only. Both very good possibilities. Roy finally passes the 25, going to slide up in front of the 25, and finally clears Newgood. And he'll take 4th. Newgood coming back, though. He really doesn't want the 29 past him. As you notice, though Roy Inc.'s a huge team, not a sponsorship, though, Roy has been, whenever it was Hardigan Motorsport or Roy Inc., usually usually there's a lot of high investors that are just people on the stock market that you really don't see on these cars. Well, maybe not from the stock market, but you get the point. Newgood holds off Roy again, and looks like he'll finally hold him off as Jackson's going to start off the round pit stops. Lap 92, excuse me. 93, Lara Myers pits, then it's going to be Casper Ackerman. Now Casey James, who we haven't shown much of, but he's been running away, will pit a few laps later. And he's going to hold the lead by a lot. See, Roy stays ahead of Newgood, which is probably good for his mental health. And we got a lot of cars lapped down. Anyways, Casey James dominates from the third caution, and it's going to come home Almost hits the wall, has Blue Graders ahead of him, and take the one here at California. At Auto Club. Nice run by him. Bulgrid Daniels comes home second. Then Jake Bennett will run up the podium. Roy Inc. holds off Sean Newgood. Newgood made another attempt to pass him, but Roy held him off. There's the Scotsman of Lou Grader. Devin Butler. Nice recovery effort. And same can go for the 8th and 9th. Larry Myers, despite having nose problems earlier on, holds on to take 10th. Taking a look at your points now, Casey James leads, and it's all basically going to be the same thing, considering only the driver that got bonus points was Chris Regazzoni, and he didn't finish at the top 10, so we won't show that. But next time the series is in action will be it's still in California, but in Los Gatos at the Golden State Motorsports Park.